today's video. I am so excited. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the polishes I wore for the month of August. I don't have a ton, but I have a little bit to talk about, so I figured I would just do it in one video. Sorry I've been MIA. My last video was my fall rack, and that was a bit ago. There's just been a lot of stuff going on. I haven't been feeling great. I also got sucked into Game of Thrones. I feel like I'm a daily and a dollar short with that, but I haven't been feeling good, and so I've just really been binging Game of Thrones. And so I have this kid I work with. He's like around 28. I have him watching Sex in the City because I feel like everybody should watch Sex in the City. And he was like, if I'm gonna watch Sex in the City, you need to watch Game of Thrones, because he had asked me a while back what I thought about it, and I was like, I never got into it. I haven't seen it. And so he was kind of shocked, and he was like, you gotta like give it a minute before it gets good. And he is right. I am totally completely sucked in, you guys. There's this episode, for those of you that have watched, where they kill everybody at this wedding, like the main characters. Like, shows don't normally do that. So I was literally sitting there and I was like, what the heck am I watching? Like, what is this? I even sent him a message. I'm like, dude, what do you have me watching? And he's like, why? And I'm like, I just saw the wedding episode, WTF. And then there's another episode where another main character dies, and like all this stuff is just going on, and like I literally want to stay up all night and just see what's next, but I have work and I have things to do, and so I can't do that, which is sad. And I even picked filming a video tonight instead of watching Game of Thrones. You guys mean a lot to me. I just want you to know that. Let's talk about the polishes I wore. So first up, you guys, I'm obsessed with this. So this is Polish for Days Barbie on the Boardwalk. This was part of the PPU rewind for Polish for Days for this year. How I missed this whenever it first came out, I don't know. Because this is such a me polish. It's a neon pink with a beautiful, beautiful blue shimmer, you guys. Amazing formula on this. 3 coats to get opaque. I literally felt like a walking Barbie with this on my nails. I got so many compliments on it because it was just so interesting and glowy. I actually went shopping for a pink Jeep. Jeep released like a limited edition Tuscadero color. I'll put a picture here because I was like, who else needs a pink Jeep if not me? So I went shopping for it. I actually had this on when I went to test drive, and the guy that was trying to sell me the Jeep was like, you're all set, look at your nails. I didn't end up getting a pink Jeep just because I was looking at other stuff too, and I ended up buying myself a Lexus. And so I felt like the Lexus had more bang for the buck, like greater value for the money, like way more luxury for the money as opposed to the Jeep. And I already have a 4Runner, and so I felt like, do I need 2 off-road vehicles? Probably not, for a person who like literally does not go off-road. So anyway, but this polish, if you guys missed out on this, I am so sorry, especially if you are a pink lover, because this was just so amazing. This is definitely like a top contender for my favorite polish I've worn all year. Not that I've worn a ton this year, but I feel like even if I had, like, this would still be a top contender. Amazing polish, you guys. Obsessed. It's an obsession. Then I wore this. So this is from Monarch Lacquer. I thought I saw a spider. I've been out of the game for so long. I didn't realize that Fair Maiden had like split apart. I guess there was 2 people running Fair Maiden, and one is Monarch Lacquer. I don't even know what the other one is. But I was talking to my polish girls, Amy, Ebony, Catalina, and I was like, who's Monarch Lacquer? What is this? And they were like kind enough to catch me up, bring me up to speed. And she had released a polish similar to this in a pink, or like a purpley shade for polish pickup, which I did pick up. And then I was looking at the polishes that were being released for the Polish and Beauty Expo, like exclusives and all that stuff. I believe this was one of those for the Polish and Beauty Expo. And so I went off and I bought, I believe, 3 others of this like similar finish. This one, I think like yellow, and then like a pink, and then the one I got from PP was like a magenta. But this one is so good, you guys. Great formula. 2 coats to get opaque glitter placement is amazing. Like, you aren't fishing glitters, you aren't having to do glitter placement, it doesn't clump up. Very bright, very neon, and this is called Scavenger. I'm not sure if I said that, but I was so excited to just tell you about the polish. I loved this. This is like summer perfection, summer in a bottle. Amazing, amazing. You know how I feel about a neon. So bright. When I wore this, I wouldn't necessarily say I got compliments, because I feel like just people are not used to seeing some of the stuff that indie makers create. But I will say I did get comments, and when I get commented about my nails from people who don't really know nails, to me, I'll take it as a compliment. Funny, because I work with like a lot of men, like I've told you guys in the past, and they are always like questioning, like, oh, what is that nail polish? Or like, especially if I'm wearing like something pruggly, like they're like, what is that? Can't you just do like red or pink? Or, you know, some of like the fashion choices I make. Like, nobody at work like my mini platform mugs. No one. And I'm like, these are the height of fashion. I always tell them I don't take advice from people that know less about the subject than I do. Sorry. And so when it comes to polish, like, that's my life's philosophy. But I did get some comments, and I feel like that is good, because it's like, you know, someone's paying attention. Like, even if they don't like it, like, it caught their attention. So great formula on this, you guys. I was obsessed with it. I cannot wait to try the other ones. It probably won't be till next summer, because I'm in, like, you can tell, this very fall. I'm a fall goddess this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm very anticipating the fall. So, but anyway, this was really, really good. Then I did a twinning manicure with my very sweet friend Amy Sue, and we decided to wear Wildflower lacquers. I'm stupid. And this was from Up a Creek Volume 6. This is so good, you guys. I was obsessed with this. It looked beautiful on Amy Sue. I love the way it looked on me. All this glow, all this shimmer. I'm a sucker for these magenta shades. As you guys know, I have a type. This is it. Some people like tall, dark, and handsome. I like magenta with a blue shimmer. So good. I have yet to be disappointed by a Wildflower lacquer, you guys. I feel like I'm sort of new to the brand. I picked up quite a bit in the last couple of years, but I just haven't been painting, so I'm like kind of rediscovering all this like beautifulness. And so good. If you have this, you guys, get it out and wear it, because it's perfect for fall, I feel. So I was watching all the fall rack videos, you guys, and Rachel from Polish with Ray brought out the croning, and I have been tearing apart my polish room looking for it, because I remember I had skipped it. I could literally kick myself in the butt, and then it re-released, and I know I got it. And then Amy Sue posted a swatch picture of the croning, and I'm just like, I know it's in this disaster area somewhere, and I've literally been looking through everything, and I have not come up upon it yet. But I know it's in here, and I need it for fall, because that's just like one of the Wildflowers I've been like dying to have and dying to wear. And I was so pissed I missed so much of this like Up a Creek collection, because it's one of my favorite shows. Catalina got me into it, and I'm like, where the heck is that, the croning? I hate when I misplace stuff. Like, it's just something that really does bother me. And when I misplace stuff that I'm like dying to wear and dying to have, I'm like really pissed at myself right now. I'm gonna put myself in a timeout till I clean up this room, because that's what needs to happen. But this was so good, you guys. If you have it, put it on your nails. I loved this. Another contender for top polish of the year. Then I was feeling like I had done a lot of like brights. I had done a little bit of like something glowy, and I wanted something bright, but maybe more like along the lines of like a pastel neon, because I hadn't really done any of that in the spring, because I didn't do my nails. So I went with Glisten and Glow from, this is Piglet and Pooh Friends Forever from October 2022, from October 2022. So this was in one of the packages. I was telling you guys I still have a pile on the floor. Let me know if you want to do like a retro haul with me. We'll call it retro hauling, where I open up some of the packages that are still on my floor. Only if you guys promise not to judge, though. If you're gonna be judgy, then we just don't need to do this. I'm already judging myself more than you all can judge me. But let me know if it's something you guys are interested in, and we can like rediscover like old stuff that maybe everybody forgot about and you'll remember you bought it, and you probably unpackaged it and put it away at least, but then you'll be like, oh, I forgot about that. Let me know. Anyway, this was in one of those packages. It sort of reminds me, do you guys remember of Baskin Robbins, the bubblegum ice cream? This totally, completely reminds me of that. It's so cute. It's like a bright but light pink, and then it has like neon pink glitters, sparkly pink glitters in a bunch of different sizes. This had a great formula, 2 coats to get opaque. I love Glisten and Glow's formulas as well, you guys. I think they have some of the best glitter crowley formulas when they do put out a glitter crowley. So cute. One thing about this though is I felt like on my skin tone it did pull a little bit more neutral than I was hoping for, and I feel like after wearing like this and then going to this, I kind of was more in the mood for this, if that makes any sense. Not that this was bad, I just feel like maybe it was like a ill-timed wear. Like if I would have worn this in the spring, like I'm coming out of the darkness and moving into the light, I would have been a little bit more excited about it. But great formula, super cute. I totally plan to wear this again. I think it's amazing. Just I think once I get into like eye-searing colors, it's kind of hard to go back, you know. So anyway, but great polish. Then, like I told you guys, I've really been feeling the fall vibes. Like I want to get fall started. Usually that's not who I am. That's usually not the person that I am. Usually now I would still be wearing neons on my nails instead of like going into this fall. I would go straight from neon into like a Halloween. And so I decided to kind of do like a little bit of like a summer to fall transition. I did a video, and those polishes were some of the ones I was kind of trying to wear in this transition time. And so I decided to put on this polish from Believe Beauty, and this was called Bet on Us. So this was in that summer to fall transition video I did, and I like that it was still bright, but it had this sort of like strangeness to the chartreuse that I feel like did work for fall. And so this was amazing on the nails, you guys. What was weird though is I did 2 coats and I felt like I had full opacity. And then when I went to take pictures, and I wasn't even taking pictures like in my extreme like swatch lighting, that when I would do swatches that I would use to like take my pictures with, I was just like in the bathroom. And when I got into the light to take the pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, I need another coat. Like it was still very kind of streaky and patchy. I haven't been painting my nails in my nail room because it's a mess. I've kind of been doing it more on the couch, a little bit more leisurely, because I feel like I'm not taking swatch pictures. I'm not getting paid necessarily. Like I'm doing it more as like a fun thing at this point in time. And so I have this like tray. It's full of polish, acetone. I stick it under my coffee table. Like I have a 2-tier coffee table. And then like I come in here, I pick what I want, and then I kind of go out there, watch TV, paint my nails, kind of chilling, relaxing. And so maybe that was part of it. Maybe I was a little too chill and a little too relaxed. And I wasn't totally paying attention, but I did feel like the formula on this was a little bit, I don't know, like not hard to work with, but just not as easy to apply as I would have thought. Or like I said, maybe it was me, I don't know. But I ended up having to come back, do a 3rd coat to kind of like mitigate the streaking situation, and then take more pictures. So I would say on shorter nails, you probably could get away with 2 coats of this. My nails were longer at this point, so it was a 3-coater for me. But I really do like the color, so I definitely think I will keep this around, even though I thought the formula was a touch on the tricky side, just a touch. And I'm out of practice. That could be a whole other thing too. Like it's not like I'm painting my nails constantly like I was in the past, right? So possibility, could be my bad. But it was gorgeous, totally gorgeous. So those are all the polishes I wore for the month of August. September's not looking as promising. I was hoping to get a little bit more done. I broke a nail. And I just haven't really had a motivation now that my nails are short to paint. Finally last night I was like, you're painting your nails, because it's just something I've been trying to do, because I do feel I enjoy it. I enjoy making videos, and you know, painting my nails gives me things to talk about in my content. And so I did it. This is a Zoya. I can't think of the name right now, but it's a Zoya polish. It's on my Instagram if y'all are interested. But I feel very like dark, vampy, fabulous. I mentioned in the beginning of the video I haven't been feeling great. So I'm trying to clear up a multi-drug resistant UTI that has been pretty much recurring for a year and a half. So I got referred to a urologist, and I've been trying to get this straightened out since like April. So they have really long waits for here to see doctors. I don't know if that's everywhere. I think because New Mexico is a small state, that does like affect that. We don't have as many doctors as probably other places. And then there's just been like some miscommunications and like they don't return phone calls, and it's just been a really frustrating experience. But I'm currently taking the third of the antibiotics that were prescribed, or that they've, tried prescribing me to clear this up. So the first one they gave me, I was taking it right before I had my appendix taken out. And it seemed like it cleared it up. I was one pill short of like finishing the course, and then the doctor from the ER that did my surgery told me to quit taking it because they gave me doses before they took out my appendix. They gave me IV antibiotics while I was in the hospital, and so he was kind of like, this is a lot. I don't think one pill is gonna make a difference. But like 3 or 4 days after I had gotten out of the hospital, I knew the UTI was back. So I was like, dang, even all those antibiotics like from the hospital didn't touch it. So I called the doctor back. So they made me wait 6 weeks from that surgery to even try and get the bladder scope done, because one of the incisions was very close to my bladder. And so like the 6 weeks is up, or getting close to being up. I'm calling the doctor, basically letting them know that I still think I have the UTI, because they won't do the scope while you have a UTI, I guess, which is a little frustrating too, because I'm like, well, if you never get this cleared up, like what's the plan? So anyway, so they prescribed me something else, which I started last week or 2 weeks ago. I think last week. Anyway, I took the medication in the morning because it was like a 2-dose. So I took the medication in the morning. You guys, I was literally crying on my couch all afternoon, like curled up in a ball, just crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Like, don't get me wrong, I've been in a funk because I feel like my health issues are really starting to drag me down. But like the crying was intense, and just I was like in this really sad, funky place. Justin got to my house after work on a Friday, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no, just crying. I managed to like get up and shower and do a few things, but it was a very odd feeling. Then I went to bed, and I had the most intense body aches and joint pain that I've probably had since I had COVID. And I feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance because I am in pain pretty much every day. Like, I function in pain every day. But I was almost in tears. Like, I was just in bed like, what in the world is going on? I had the worst headache of my life. So I got up, I took an ibuprofen 800, and it took me a while to like kind of calm myself down because I was getting like so anxious because I was so uncomfortable. And it took a while for like the pain to kind of like ease enough for me to try and sleep. But that was 1 dose. I was debating taking the 2nd dose, but after like the crying fit, like something in my gut was just like, no, don't do it. And so I didn't, and thank God, because I was like, dude, this antibiotic's like literally trying to kill me. So the next day I looked up like side effects and stuff, and one of the side effects was like depression, hopelessness, empty feeling, and then body aches and headache. But I was like, these people should warn you that a medication may make you want to like drive off a cliff. Like, I was ready to do a solo Thelma and Louise. I think I would be Louise because I like her better. But like, I was just like, what in the world is wrong with me? So I stopped taking that. They called me in something else. It was on back order with my pharmacy. So I started taking it. It's like, it's weird because you're supposed to take, it's like a powder, which is weird. I've never done this before. It's like a powder antibiotic. You mix it in water, you drink it. But it's supposed to be like a 1 dose and done. So you take it, and then within 3 days, I guess you should be cured. But they're having me take 3 doses. So I took the first dose last Thursday, and I have to take my second dose tonight. But it has similar side effects to the first one I was taking, where it can cause like weird moods and tiredness and nausea and all this stuff. I think they're just like really strong, so there's just like some different side effects from regular antibiotics. But I looked them up myself this time. So I took the first one, and so far just the stomach issues have really been kind of rough, and I do feel like really tired and like a little bit mentally off, but not sad, just like kind of slow. I don't know. Anyway, so I gotta take the second dose tonight, and then I have one more dose after that, so they're making me do 3 doses, and then I'm supposed to have my bladder scope, I don't know, here soon. And so yeah. I've just been very frustrated. I haven't been feeling great. I feel like all of these like medications kind of, I don't know, they just mess with me more intensely, and then I get very nervous to take them because I've had like these bad side effects and I don't want to feel bad anymore, and it's just like this vicious mental cycle, physical cycle. And so I don't know, I'm telling you all this. I just feel like I talked to you guys about a lot of stuff, but anyway, I'm trying to like get my focus back on nails, and I'm trying to get my focus back on videos and just things that make me feel good, because when other stuff feels bad, like it's important to do things that make you feel good. And so anyway, that's what's been going on with me. Game of Thrones, personal episode of Thelma and Louise. Antibiotics trying to kill me, stomach problems. That's what's going on in my life, and this very cute Zoya polish. Let me know if you guys have any of these polishes I wore. Which ones did you like? What did you think? And I guess that's it for this video. If you liked it, please make sure to click the like button down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. Thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.